going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back again with another reaction video. Today we get into Sabrina Carpenter Thumbs. Now, this one threw me off. One, it's got 253 million views. Holy, that's huge. I wonder if I've heard it. Two, it's 7 years old. I thought that Sabrina Carpenter was a new artist-ish after the reactions I've been doing, like Espresso and Please Please and all this nonsense and all this stuff. But this is 7 years ago, and it's might be her biggest hit. I don't know. So I don't know what to expect anymore. I don't know what to think. I don't know if I've been bamboozled. I don't know, but we're going to jump right into it. Hope you're having a good day. Come vibe with your boy. It's weird to have such a big hit like this, and then 7 years later, still like.
Somewhere in the world there is a father and a mother, and the father is a son who has a mother. The mother has a daughter who gets married to the brother of a mother, and they all just trying to multiply with one another. 'Cause that's just the way of the world. It never ends till the end, and you start again. That's just the way of the world. That's just the way of the world. Somewhere in the world they think they're working for themselves. They get up every day to go to work for someone else, and somebody works for them, and so they think they got it made. But they're all just working to get paid the very same. And so they keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum. They're gonna keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum-dum. And so they keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum.
Skiddly-dee-baba.
Gonna keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum-dum.
It's like scat almost.
Somewhere in the world you got a robber and a bank, and the bank robbed the people, so the people robbed the bank. And the police came to get him, but they let him get away, 'cause they're all just working to get paid the very same. 'Cause that's just the way of the world. It never
Is this song
ends
kinda
till the
deep?
end, and you start again. Just the way
I like that
of
layer.
the
I like that.
That's just the way of the world.
Right here.
It never ends till the end, and you start again. Just the way of the world.
Like that.
That's just the way of the world. And so they keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum.
This is very different.
They're gonna keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum-dum. And so they keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum. They're gonna keep on twiddling.
I don't know, it makes me want to do that. I don't know.
Don't believe everything that you hear. Let it go through your left and right ear. Don't just march to the beat of that drum. Don't be one of them people just twiddling their thumbs. 'Cause that's just the way of the world. It never ends till the end, and then you start again. That's just the way of the world. That's just the way of the world. And so they keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum.
It's kind of a cool video, even though it's simple.
Gonna keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum-dum. And so they keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum. They're gonna keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum-dum. Twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum. They're gonna keep on twiddling them thumbs, skiddly-dee-dee-dum-dum.
Okay. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest, but this was not it. This was definitely not what I was expecting. I'm not saying this is not it, like it's not a good song. You know, sometimes we're like, yo, this ain't it. But no, this is it. This is actually a vibe. This is very different. It's got a little bit of pop, a little bit of electronic, but it also has a little bit like that scat jazz kind of rhythm, and the way that the time signature is, I think, is kind of like that triplet jazz, Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. It's definitely got this jazz scat kind of vibe. It really does. And that the way that she says skittle-a-bee dun dun, like that first part is kind of scat gibberish. That further lets me know that that's kind of the route that they were taking. Now the song I think is a little bit deeper than it might seem on the surface. I think it's just about how everybody is in the 9-to-5 grind essentially and just going through the motions of life. And she's talking about how a good example of that was, some people robbed the bank because the bank robbed them. That I think is just a metaphor for saying like people get fed up and desperate. And so they've had enough essentially, right? So like if the bank is robbing you, they're not actually robbing you, but they are in a sense with like tax and interest and what you can and can't do, credit, all this stuff that determines what you can and can't buy. Essentially, if you don't have good credit, you can't really get a good deal on a house or a loan. The interest rate's going to be jacked up. So like there's this way of the world and sometimes it's not fair. And so, when you're in that situation, I think when you get fed up, you eventually rob the bank because I've been robbed by you the whole time. So I'm going to rob you now. And then, the cops let him get away because it's like, we don't get paid enough for that. I'm just here to do my job, get paid and go home. Right. Which is, that's how a lot of the world is. So this is, it's not super old. It's only 7 years old. So that's 2017, right? It's not like she was super ahead of the time, but it's even more true nowadays because, especially in America with how the economy is and inflation and the price of everything, groceries, rent, housing, how everything is super, super costly in comparison to the average income, it's not adding up. And I think this is a good song for today's climate, which is, I guess you could say she was ahead of the time in that sense. But the song, the way it sounds is just very different. I definitely see how it has 253 million views. It's got a mass appeal kind of sound, a commercialized sound, but it also is different enough to where when you hear it, you go, what is that? Who is that? Right? You're curious about it. It doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill song. And it also has that appeal. So this is interesting because this is 7 years old, and I don't know when she first started making music. Maybe she has older songs than this. I don't know. But it's really cool to see this style of her, how successful the song was, and then something like Espresso or Nonsense, like things like that. She's definitely kind of found her sound and shifted gears and gone a different path that maybe works better for her. I don't know. Maybe she just is more comfortable with that style of music, or maybe she's just experimented over the years. But this is really cool to see. I was not expecting that from Sabrina Carpenter. So now, I don't know how old. She looks like she might be 18 to 20 in this video. And then in Espresso, she looked older, 25, 27. So if I do the math, she's probably 18, 20 in here. And then, yeah, I think she's mid to late 20s now. I don't know. But I don't know where she came from. Like a lot of times you can find out an artist was on Disney or like was on a TV show or something and they started doing music, right? But I don't know if she has a backstory like that or if she just came out of the woodwork. You're like gonna have to fill me in. But this is cool. And the music video, I like the music video because it kept it simple, kept it about the music, little choreography, but it was entertaining enough. There was a lot of movement going on. There was some strobes. There was a lot of directing and choreography that happened that kept my interest on it while being really simple. So I think that was a good job, a job well done on the music video. A lower budget, it was very, very efficient in terms of budgeting wise, what they got out of it for how cheap it was in comparison to a lot of other videos. And I think it did its job, and it gave me a little bit of that more old school music vibe, mid 2000s where it was a lot more simple in that style of music video. So I enjoyed this one, man. Would I play it back? For sure. I definitely would play this back. I'm not craving to play it back, but I could definitely just randomly put it on and be like, I'm kind of feeling like putting this on. It has a good vibe. It's got good energy. It's catchy. If it's on, I'm for sure vibing to it. You know what I mean? But this was dope, man. And not what I expected at all. So I'm enjoying this Sabrina Carpenter journey, but y'all keep the recommendations coming. I would love to see and hear more from her and specifically what you guys want. So that'll do it for today's Rex video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, helps the YouTube algorithm. If you're new here and you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. I drop a video every day. If you're not new here, welcome back. Appreciate the love and support. You know what to do. Leave some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you're a fan of Sabrina, be sure to support Sabrina. Always support the artist or any content that you enjoy. So with all that being said, hope you're having a good day. Sending positive vibes your way. And until next time, I'm out.
Ride for you if you ride for me. Wanna win your heart, I'm tryna play for keeps. You ain't gotta worry, put your trust in me. Cause you run